I don't want to set the world on fire.
Please welcome Tom Summery. I'm here, and your white privilege isn't going to save you tonight, okay, guys?
Desire, and that one is you. No other will do. I've lost all ambition for worldly acclaim.
Any government is to monopolize as much violence as possible in order for it to inflict it on as many citizens as possible.
I've been on this weird anarchist arc for a few months now. This is playing by their rules, exactly how they are written.
I don't want to set the world on fire. I just want to start a flame.
You're watching The Dog and Chicken Show. Like, share, subscribe.
That's right. It's time for The Dog and Chicken Show.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to episode 199 of The Dog and Chicken Show. It's gonna be epic. It's gonna be festive.
You could even say it's gonna be gold.
Oh my gosh. Anyway, I am Chicken, of course. Find me at Bark and Cluck on the X or Twitter, whatever the fuck you guys want to call it. And as always, at my side, the man, the myth, the legend, one who makes cowboy hats and Hawaiian shirts sexy again.
The 15-time Revolutionary Wrestling Podcast champion, non-chill filtered, quadruple distilled, the blend master himself, Tony fucking G. And you can find me in all the socials and all the podcasts at Linktree/Tony the Rod. All one word, all lowercase. And of course, in the middle, on the bottom, our bottom bitch, the one, the only,
the man of the hour, the man with the power, the man that makes the other podcast cower, the prince and potentate of the political parlance, the lord of the Scottish Highlands, and one damn handsome man if I do say so myself, your King of Extreme, Phil KOE. Folks, you can of course find me at KOE Nation on YouTube, TikTok, Twitch, and Twitter. That's K as in King, O as in, oh my god, you can find KOE Nation on YouTube, TikTok, Twitch, and Twitter. E as in extremely happy to know you can find KOE Nation on YouTube, TikTok, Twitch, and Twitter. Yes, folks, KOE Nation. Very on brand. So, gentlemen.
Okay, we got there. Holy shit.
Yeah, I was like,
no, I got some more self-promotion.
Anyway.
You can also find us at Revolutionary Wrestling Podcast on YouTube and Spotify.
That's a good one.
And Hazard Analysis on YouTube.
Yeah.
And there's also this other weird show like Audacity of Fuck Off or something like that. I don't know.
Close enough.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay.
And yes.
You want to show some other people's shit?
Once in a while, I do make some appearances on Lethe Water Stream. I should be making some more appearances on the Crucible the next year. So yeah. It's let's see. One time I did write an article when I was in 4th grade that got published in the local newspaper.
So anyway, folks, this is our pre-Christmas special, episode 199. As you can see, we've all been able to do our annual or biannual or triannual, depends on the year.
We're deep into it at this point.
Yeah.
Gift exchange.
So yes,
a few spoilers may be inbound. We don't know.
Yeah, maybe not. We'll see how the night goes.
That's beautiful. So
my expectations are high. With
for what?
All the warnings I've gotten from these fellas all night.
Okay. Yes.
My butthole's still intact, so.
In due time. You don't need to look a gift horse in the mouth. You don't need to put the cart before the horse. I'm specifically making horsecock references to give you a fair warning what's about to come. I'm just saying.
Come.
Trojan horse, come. Yes.
Yeah. Anyway.
Steed.
Thanks for tuning in.
I feel like I should not be sitting where I am between these two.
Oh, no, you were in the perfect place, sir.
You're the cream of this Oreo.
Or you will be.
Well, you're going to be.
All that being said.
Yes. This is not,
Join us on
not the
OnlyFans.
first time he's gotten sad tonight.
Yeah, I know.
It's true.
So,
Won't be the last.
God.
Anyway, we're going to get right into it. I have a couple of, and we're going to do drink reviews, and we're just going to fuck off. And
gonna
eventually this thing's going to get so out of goddamn control, we don't know what's going to be planned. So.
Folks, pour yourself a drink. Get ready
Buckle
to
up.
have a good time, because we're going to get into it. So, Chicken, you seem to have something on your mind.
First question. We'll all go
Yes.
through. We'll all go through. Yes? Or guess?
Yes.
Yes. What was your favorite Christmas present ever?
Oh,
Tell us that story.
oh man.
I already know the...
By all means, because I'm going to need a minute.
Okay.
Man, that's
You
tough.
guys... Y'all remember a certain member of the RXW by the name of Endline.
Yes, of course.
Remember him?
Yep.
He was kind of our tech guru before Chicken really came into his own as a tech guru, okay? He always had the better system than me. He was always just a little bit ahead of me, and he had a little bit better computer. He always had the... he had the Super Nintendo when I had the Nintendo. He always was one step ahead of me in terms of gaming. But then one year, my mom and dad, they really came through, and they got us the Nintendo 64 the year it came. And they literally, it was a connection they had of a guy that dad knew in high school that worked in this place in Colorado. He literally had to drive out to Colorado to get this fucking thing. He got that, he got Super Mario 64, and he got GoldenEye 007. And that was like, holy mother of mackerel. And there's one other game, I can't remember which one it was, but it was like a jet ski game. That was like a racing game that we played that thing endlessly. And we, that was just like the one time I was like, whoa, mom and dad really came through on this one. Like, what the fuck? And that was the one time Endline just could not conceal his jealousy. He was like, oh my God, how can this be? Like, he was hitting up his mom and dad for, every day for weeks, get me a Nintendo 60, because he just couldn't stand that I was one step, and so that was one time I'll never forget. And, me and my brothers are playing Mario 64, because we'd never seen anything like that. Okay, a truly three-dimensional experience in an open world that is active whether you're there or not. I know that seems kind of passé by today's standards.
It was revolutionary at the time.
It was remember, we were used to the 2D Mario.
Jump and hit a brick.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the Mario we grew up with. And so I know for the kids these days, open world, not handcrafted open worlds is kind of like the rule of the day, but this was a new thing that changed gaming, and also the controls for Mario in that game still really haven't been matched.
No.
Just how responsive and how intuitive it was.
Yeah,
so
that's true.
Did you ever get the 120 stars on Mario 64 to where you could fly in the opening screen before, when you had that open world?
No, never made it there. Never made it there.
That was one of my favorite accomplishments
In gaming.
In gaming was hitting the 100. I think it was 120 stars, and then you got wings, and you could fly around and just fuck around and do whatever you wanted out in the open field. And then GoldenEye, you mentioned.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that.
I used to make some of you cry playing GoldenEye.
You know who you are.
You know who you are.
And one other thing I'll say, just as an aside. Another thing that I got for Christmas years ago that I still cherish. My daughter gave this to me when she was 5 years old. It's a knife that on the clip it says, "I love you, Daddy," and then on the blade it says, "Love always," in her name. And so that's one of those things. If the house is burning down, I'm running back in. That's one of the things I'm carrying out with me. Okay, so in my adult life, that is undoubtedly my favorite gift I've ever gotten. And in my childhood, parents coming through hardcore on the Nintendo 64. Like, to be frank, like they kind of knew it's like, shit, we're not topping this. Like we just they even got us a
that's the year.
They got us a GameCube a couple years later, which was really cool, but it just didn't quite have that same sting as the
GameCube wasn't cool.
I liked it. They had some WWF games that I really loved. But although I didn't like the fact that in the Royal Rumble there could only be 9 people. But anyways.
That's not a Royal Rumble.
I know, but moving on. But yeah, those were like in my adult life. My daughter gave me that, and as a child, yeah, like I even said, they were great. Don't get me wrong, we were always grateful. But like, dude, like that was like if one of us was like 5 and they got the Tickle Me Elmo the year that you remember when Tickle Me Elmo was like the thing, like, and some of you people are like, what the fuck? Like, trust me, like. Imagine Beanie Baby Mania mixed with the bourbon craze, and then throw in some Magic the Gathering or like fucking Pokemon or something like that. And that was Tickle Me Elmo, okay? And for good measure, throw in a little bit of Michael Jackson craze too. Why not? Let that mania. What the fuck was that? I have no idea.
I think that was your phone. Anyway,
all right,
Tony, did you? You think
I'm sure there's like 3 or 4 that'll come to me as I'm later on, but off the top of my head, one of the most recent was obviously a trip to Houston in 2020. It was the Royal Rumble. My wife got me. Phil joined me. That was wonderful. It's unexpected.
Yeah, that was like you have no idea how hard that was to keep that from you. That like, okay, Tony. We're going to the fucking Royal Rumble, and like, that
was fantastic. In my youth, the one that comes to mind, I believe one year I don't know if it was, I think it was the same year, but I had the Technodrome and the Cowabunga fucking van of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Both the van and the full scale opens fully Technodrome from it was amazing with the pitfall and the cage and it was incredible, and the fucking eye that rolls off the side. Okay, I loved this. Just that thing was incredible.
Some of the first times I came over to your house, that was a pretty prominent. Thing.
There's some amazing. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles of yesteryear, like their toy line was one of the all-time greats, hands down.
I used to have a bunch of their old action figures, and Jesus, remember those little like 3.5-inch tall little guys, and they had all the little accessories and all the extra shit. Yeah, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles were they
were above and beyond in terms of action figures. I had a lot of them, a lot.
Yeah,
they were the world's greatest fighting team.
Should have saved some of those,
and they're green.
Yes,
they're turtles. I like turtles.
So, Tony, so that was one in your childhood. In your adulthood, anything stand out that like the kids got you?
So, in terms of the kids, like every year it's nothing like specific, but they will all always, there's some up there right now. They put together stuff, they make drawings, they put it in an envelope. And I've got it like an entire, like you can see some like hanging up right there. But anytime they go out of their way and make something like daycare or school or just on their own, I've got a whole stack of stuff that they make me. I try to save everything, but
the more time
the
more time passes, the more precious that stuff becomes.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Like, and so like at the time when you get it, when it's kind of like fresh off the presses, it's that's kind of cute. But then, as you like, my daughter years ago when she was a little baby, she made this thing where it's a poster where "Daddy, I love you" from the tops of my hands to the bottoms of my feet, and she printed her little tiny hands and her little tiny feet on it, and it's like one of those just like. At the time, I was like, oh, that's cute. Now, when I look at it, like, it gets me right in the feels. You know, for men, the feels, it's right between the heart and the Adam's apple. Right here, it gets you right there in the feels. And so, yeah, that I totally get. So that actually is special.
I've got a book from Father's Day that they put together for me for, it's been years now, for, at least 6 years for one of my Father's Day. Just a random one they put together on Shutterfly. That's really nice. Plus, I always try to make sure she gets something from the kids. And there's one upstairs. It's the letters MOM, and it's a picture of them inside the M, the O, and the M. And it says, no matter how old we get, we'll always reach for you. Love. And it was all the boys. It was just one of those nice things, because, yeah, we struggle with the whole, God, they're getting so big every day. Oh, why do they look so big? I do, too. I'm not making fun of my wife. I'm quite as big of a bitch, if not more.
I can see
You're
that.
so big. Fuck you. Whatever.
Now the thing is, like, you got a new one too. So I mean, you got the baby, which is like, I know.
Yeah, she just got her ears pierced today. She's not a baby. She turned 3.
That's
Yeah,
a
she's
baby.
a fucking
That's
baby.
a baby.
That's a
Stop
baby.
it.
It's not a baby. It's not a baby. That's the problem.
My kid's 14, and there's times it's like, no, you're still a baby. Stop it.
Yeah,
And the world has to
you
tell
want
me
it.
no.
You
I'm
want
like,
them
no.
to be a baby, and they're not
Yes,
a
I know.
baby. It's
But like, yeah,
bullshit.
to me, 3, no, that's still a baby as far as I'm concerned. Like, I'm starting to get to that point where in about another decade, we're going to be able to call everyone kid.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, son, kid.
I already do.
Yeah, I'm kind of there already.
Yeah, I'm there.
Nice. Well, yeah, like, but there's still some people you can't. But by the end of the decade, not going to be as many boomers around.
Right? Yeah.
So,
yeah.
like, I don't mean to be.
Can be a lot of wealth just hanging around here in another decade.
Yeah, just hang on, folks. Hang on. If you can survive through Biden's economy for the next decade.
Do what now?
Do what now?
What?
What?
Who?
All right. So, Chicken, what's your
So-
favorite?
So
Christmas
I remember very specifically. I think I was 6, and obviously I'm whole hog on Santa. And there was only one thing I asked that year for, and I remember there was a commercial on TV. It was really hyped up, and there were these like ninja walkie-talkies. Like, what cooler thing in 1991 than
Not
ninja
just the
walkie-talkies?
walkie-talkies,
They're
but a
ninja
ninja.
walkie-talkies. Like, and the commercial had like ninjas flipping around and talking to each other, and I just remember I was like, I don't give a fuck about anything else. I want those. Like, that's the thing I wanted. And I remember Christmas Day, we go through and we open up all the presents, and it's like 6, 7 o'clock at night, and we're having dinner after we open presents. I didn't get my damn walkie-talkies, and like I'm heartbroken. I'm just like beside myself, and like, and then I remember we get done with dinner, and everybody else is like going around and playing with their shit, and then I remember my mom saying, "Hey, you need to go look under the kitchen sink. I think Santa left you something." I was like, that was the moment that I was like, why in the fuck would Santa put something underneath the kitchen sink? And 2, why is my mom telling me that? And how would she know that? Like, I'm putting pieces together because I'm an asshole like that. So this is a 2-part. I found the walkie-talkies in a present wrapped with Santa's name on it. And
Then it was clearly Santa.
yeah, it was
Obviously.
totally Santa, because he comes down the chimney, goes through your kitchen, and hides shit underneath
Under the sink.
Underneath the
Well,
sink.
as
That
is
makes total
tradition.
sense.
That was him going on hard mode, okay? He
Yeah.
was tired of this easy mode shit going under the Christmas tree.
Yeah. So that was the year I was like, pretty sure the Santa thing's bullshit.
Man, 6?
Yeah.
It's a little rough.
Well, I was like, how in the fuck would my mom know that? And so I opened up. I got what I wanted, obviously, but for like, I was very suspicious that early of an age of like, nah, this thing's fucked up. This is bullshit. Goddamn. Anyway,
It's
so
not kids interrupting this year.
yeah,
This week.
no.
We'll still take a
let's
drink, though.
let's drink for the dogs. What up, dog?
Just do what you got to do. There.
So I did ask later, and my mom forgot to. She was hiding it and put it under the kitchen sink and forgot. And then she didn't know why I was so upset. After we opened all the presents, she was like, "Oh shit, that was the only thing he wanted. Oh fuck." So she did admit to me a couple years later that's what really happened, is she had that like oh shit moment that the one thing I wanted, she made sure I got.
God, chicken.
That's awesome.
6 years old, you're getting into Santa Claus truth, okay? Like, hashtag forget 9/11 truth. Chicken's like, I want Santa Claus truth, goddamn. Like, really?
Did you guys see that video I posted the other day? There's the guy reading this kid's letter to Santa, like, and the kid's going off. He goes, well, Santa, thanks for the one gift out of the 2 that I asked for. And he's like being super snarky.
Yeah.
And so the parents like write a letter back of like, hey, maybe you should appreciate the presents that you get.
Yeah.
This is great.
And then the kid gets all fucking mad again. God damn it, I'm gonna have to fucking pull it. But at the end of it,
Yeah,
he pretty
he's
much
like,
threatens
I'm gonna-
to fucking kill Santa.
Yeah, and I'm like, damn, this kid's
The fucking kid went nuts.
hardcore.
Like fucking Dexter for Christmas. Like,
Let's say this kid's either gonna be in prison or like he's gonna have like 8 medals on his chest by the time.
imagine being that parent that gets to write that letter back. I would have egged that shit on.
yeah, yeah.
I would have been horrible.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I've been like, hey, you little fuck.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Okay, actually, I was
yeah,
doing some
bad.
cleaning through my house and found an old letter my daughter's mother typed up from the Tooth Fairy to her. And it was kind of funny. Like, at first it starts off like, oh, so sweet. Then by the end of it, it's like, and no, your dad is completely wrong with what the Tooth Fairy does with the teeth. Like, really? You gonna bury me in...
Wait, what did you tell her that happened to the teeth?
I told her the Tooth Fairy eats them.
Okay.
Okay, she might have been justified.
Yeah. You might have earned that one.
I feel like that was the better way to
Do you
go.
imagine a kid like, oh my God, I'm going to get money from the Tooth Fairy. And Daddy comes in and goes, you know he eats them.
In what respect would that be the way to go? Like, how does that make it better?
Made me laugh my ass off.
Yeah,
what can I
alright.
say? Okay, and she was like, "Ew!"
Yeah,
And then
definitely
that
you.
was our
Yeah.
joke. Going, Tooth Fairy, he likes teeth.
You
What can I
never
say?
want to have more teeth in your mouth than you're supposed
Like, what kind
to.
of monster comes and steals your teeth at night and eats them? Like, what would that look
Exactly.
like? The imagination of your
Totally
daughter had to have been like fucking losing her shit. No wonder you're fucking.
Wow.
God damn. I would have fucking scolded you in that
Yeah,
too.
Well, fuck you guys.
No,
God.
yeah, no, not on your side.
My ex is gonna watch this. Like, yeah. Asshole.
Justified. You did remind me of one, though. I can't believe I forgot, because this was a pivotal gift I got in my youth. Made famous in the movie Home Alone 2, the Talk Boy.
Oh fuck.
Oh,
Like,
yeah,
this-
you had that
Talk
thing.
Boy. We all use the Talk
Oh,
Boy.
I
You probably have some blackmail on me because the Talk Boy.
I do. I probably still have
I remember
the Talk Boy.
I remember
at
the
my
first
mom's
time I
house,
ever
yeah.
went to Tony's house. Like, we were freshmen in high
Yeah.
school, and I remember he was still using that.
I
Fucking
still had
thing.
it, yeah. I
He
think it
fucking
still
whipped
works.
it out the first. Well, the first day
Whoa,
it
I
came
whipped
out
a
there,
few
he
things
whipped out
out.
a couple things. But
right.
Yeah,
but
the
yeah.
Talk Boy. So yeah, like yes. So just in case you're wondering, Tony was rocking the Home Alone Talk Boy until he was a freshman in high school. And ladies, yes, he was single.
You waited too long.
Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, he was
with those flame pants, remember those?
flame pants.
I
Or
did
remember when he
myself
dyed his
tons
hair
of favors.
blonde?
That was a good
And we
time.
were all really very nice and supportive about it.
Okay, let's not pretend like either of you ever made excellent choices when it came to hairstyles.
Oh no, I never
Fester Adams and shaved on the sides, but like 12 inches long out the top. Like,
Yep.
yeah,
I did that.
yeah,
Yeah, he did try the Static
yeah,
X, didn't
yeah.
Yeah.
But he didn't put it up. It just like drooped over. Like one of those dogs that looks like rope.
he? Oh, so he tried to look
Yeah.
like an anime character.
Little.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know, almost like a Ryu.
Oh.
But yeah, like, now here's the thing. Because
Hadouken!
y'all have seen me with a shaved head, because I did it recently for
I did that
my
once too. It
family.
was terrible.
And the thing is, when I did it when I was 17, I had just seen the movie Apocalypse Now, and I thought, well, look at Marlon Brando. Big guy with a big gut, shaved head. Surely I can pull this look off. Now, the thing is, I was not Marlon Brando yet.
Super close.
So I was pretty
Yeah.
close. Yes. Now I'm like 3 Marlon Brandos.
I think the big disservice you did to yourself, now I'm just going out on a limb here, was you, for some reason when you did that, wore shirts that were still somehow too big for you while wearing shorts that were too small for you.
So it did
And
kind of
it
add
looked
to
like
the
you,
fester.
were wearing dress a little bit.
So you're saying at that point my personal fashion sprezzatura could have used some adjustment.
I think maybe the hairstyle wasn't the problem. Yeah, it might have been the fashion sense a little bit.
Yeah.
Just throwing it out there.
Well, I had to have loose-fitting clothes in case I needed to backyard wrestle at any given moment.
Actually, no.
The
it wasn't,
hardcore
no.
title
He
was
took
a
the
thing.
Boy Scout theory of always be prepared and brought it.
Yeah, like, no. You got to be ready to backyard wrestle at any time. You could have to defend or possibly have a chance to capture the
What are you, like, the
title.
I don't know that
24/7
you'd
champion?
want
Like,
loose clothing.
Oh, I
though.
was the... Well, no, you got to be able to move freely. And you got to be, like... It's kind of like having tie shorts on. You know what I mean? Like, it lets you move freely.
we're not talking about your balls.
Yeah, no.
What were we talking about?
I don't even know.
I thought we were talking about that time I shaved my balls. Oh, my head! Yeah, I did totally look like Uncle Fester. You're right.
Yeah,
So
I
did
can't-
his balls, ironically.
I can't shave my head. I have this
Before
weird,
it looked like Cousin Ed.
I have this weird like extra like circle on my head. Like I have like a cyclops. Like there should be an eyeball right here because it looks like it pops
So you
up.
basically just thank the good Lord above you or not
That I
giving
still have
male
hair.
pattern ball because like otherwise
I shaved it once. It
people
looked
would be
terrible.
like you'd be like, well, how do I make people not notice it? Just hypnotize them with my mind powers.
Yeah, I'm basically just trying to make it to the 20 year before I start shaving my head. I figured that's a good hurdle to
I'm
get
trying to get to the 20-year high school
Yeah,
reunion.
that's
Fair
my
enough.
thought.
That's
Like, if
fair.
I can get to the 20 year with my hair, after that, it's fine.
Shit, that's coming up, isn't it?
Yeah, this year, actually, 2024.
Maybe I'll go to one.
It'd be
I
a
don't
good
know.
one.
I doubt it.
The 15 year was fantastic. I got fucking lit. Oh, it was fantastic.
I can get lit without going to one.
Yeah, but it was fun. It was actually a good time. Phil
I
came.
stopped by for a minute. Then there was a poker game. And so I was like, well,
Yeah.
okay. Gotta fleece some marks.
It was a good time.
So,
I think.
what the fuck were we even talking about? How did we get here?
Your balls got shaved.
Yeah.
Right, so Phil's balls.
Okay.
No, we were doing.
One hang is a little... Oh, wait.
We're still talking Christmas gift stuff.
Okay.
No,
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
on Phil's balls.
Are
Well,
you
Tony,
now?
that's the gift.
How about that?
That's the gift that keeps on giving.
Can
Okay.
you can you give us a visual?
Like you said, one hangs lower than the other. It's kind of like a speed
No, you
bag.
said you
It's
were
kind of like
on
going
his
into
balls.
the gym and they've got like two speed bags and one's brand new and one's really worn out.
Yeah, they're not aging at the same rate.
One's stretching and swinging.
Yeah.
It's like one's
The
still
chains, little
fried
fucked up.
in its 20s,
Yeah.
and one's like big and long, but like an old man's nose. It's just like kind of like.
Yeah.
Brown, brown, brown.
So yeah, it's great. It's great.
That is great.
So, balls for Christmas, folks. That's what we
Visual representation.
No, they have to subscribe to my OnlyFans
Okay.
to get that.
That's
okay,
fine.
Tony.
I get it.
They don't get a taste for free.
All right. What's the link?
OnlyFans.com/KOE Nation. Like, it'd be something pretty basic.
Yeah,
like that.
it would have to be KOE Nation on OnlyFans. Yeah.
Now, okay, let me ask you something. I don't know if any of y'all have this, but at Christmas time, at my grandma's house, she always cooked amazing meals, and there was 2 tables. There was in the kitchen, there was a table, and then in her, kind of, basically her card room, like it's grandpa's office and her card room, basically, where she'd play poker with her friends. And she loved 5-card draw. That was her game. But every Christmas, there would be the adults' table, where the grown-ups would sit, and then there'd be the kids' table in that card room. And at the kids' table would always be my crazy Uncle Mike, because nobody wanted to have to fucking deal with Mike. And because growing up, your crazy uncle is always your favorite uncle.
Yeah.
Because he's hanging out with you, and his mental acuity is about at your fucking level. And so that's why, when you're talking about Christmas, you're talking about these holiday memories. So I gotta ask you guys, did you have the crazy Uncle Mike in your family? And what spectacles did he make of Christmas? Because I've got many a story, but we'll get into that a little later.
I'm trying to think of ones that are legal to share.
Yeah, I was just say you might have more
Yeah,
examples.
like, I was
we have
about
a
to
lot of time.
I was about to say, that's one of those, this is Nebraska. Oh yeah, there's, it's not even like a thing. It's like, okay, yeah, Uncle Sticky showed up high on Tweak for Christmas. Like, yeah, that's normal. There's always gonna be that one guy that like
Yeah, nothing that special.
Yeah, it's the Midwest.
Yeah,
Somebody's doing meth.
Yeah, somebody like, and both of them look at me as like, yeah, Phil, that's not how most families operate. Wait, what?
This isn't the stuff we talk about.
Yeah, that's not what happens every year at Christmas. Is the most toxic people in your family dictate your most important.
I don't
days?
I don't have an uncle. What? I don't have an Uncle Sticky story or anything weird like that. But I do have I remember a Christmas. It was either Christmas or New Year's one year. I lived in a house in Fairmont, right across the alley from the bar. I remember we closed the bar down. Everybody's partying, big old celebration. We do an after party at my house, and it's approaching like 1 a.m. We're all shit faced drunk, and it was like a very mild day for winter, abnormally mild. And I remember I was like, well, shit, I got some leftover fireworks. So I threw a couple artillery shells in on the tailgate of my truck and shoot them off into the sky. Boom, boom. And then we all jump into vehicles and we all drive to go eat breakfast at a truck stop.
That sounds about right.
That was a normal thing.
That's not unnatural.
Now, the fireworks were the abnormal thing. Normally, I wouldn't have done that.
Explosions.
So, and I remember we're sitting at the truck stop, and my buddy Brian Cooner, he calls me. He goes, hey, man, I just came over, and nobody's here, but I want you to let you know there's a cop knocking on the door right now. And I'm like, so what are you doing? He goes, I'm hiding on the other side of the door. Mind you, he's shit-faced drunk, too, because he was at the bar with us all night.
I'm sure he can't hear you.
But he literally, yeah, exactly. That was my thought. I was like, so there's a cop right, and I heard this, and I was like, oh, Jesus Christ, you're really right by the door? He goes, yeah, I don't want to fucking move. He might see me. I go, he could fucking hear you right now. Like, seriously, bro. He goes, what do I do? I go, well, just fucking sit there. He can't come in the house. Yeah. Like, you're just going to have to sit there for a while. He's like, how long? I go,
until he leaves.
Until he leaves and you feel safe to leave? He goes, what if I don't feel safe to leave? I go, then go to bed on the fucking couch, bro. He goes, when are you getting home? I go, well, at this point, I'm taking my sweet-ass fucking time. Like, I ain't coming back there.
Soon.
If I see Officer Bob standing on the porch, I'm going around the block a few times. So, yeah.
And he was also the same one that on my my bachelor party got lost in Lincoln for 2 days. Nobody knew where he was for 2 days.
That got rough. Yeah,
and then he came and knocked on my door at noon on like Monday.
Yeah, I don't know how that
Is this
happened.
your kinfolk or is this somebody?
No, it was Brian.
Brian Cooner. Yeah.
Still don't know.
I love that dude to death. He might as well be kinfolk
I was
to
about
me.
to say,
like,
this sounded like a J-Man story for a second. I was like,
no.
oh, God.
Like,
got lost in Lincoln for 2 days?
No.
Yeah.
The cops would have gotten him, and there would have been a lot more destruction. Yeah.
Oh, Brian's got plenty of stories about what happened for those 2 days. That's for a different...
He went in to get a gyro and got left because we couldn't find him, and that was...
Yeah, because I started puking outside the strip club.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I did.
Precious memories. So, all right. So, Tony.
She was bouncing.
Like not necessarily,
I had too much to drink and it was bouncing. I didn't know what to do. I had to leave.
The dick was bouncing.
Crazy Uncle Sticky stories or the like, but like what's something that kind of stands out from your Christmas is that, wow, how'd I walk away from that one?
Oh, God.
From the go-downs, that happens once in a while.
No, it really was... For a long time, it was very, very traditional. Like, we would get together at my great aunt's house, and it was a very, like, we'd have Christmas in the morning at home, and then we'd go there. Of course, you get all your gifts. You're like, yeah, I can't wait to... Oh, we've got to go to the Christmas. I can't play with any of my shit. Oh, cool. Great. That's the best part, right? You get all your cool shit, and then go to the actual Christmas, and... Well, you can take one thing, but not the cool thing. Oh, okay.
Don't want to make the cousins too jealous.
Yeah, well, or lose it or break it or, whatever. But no, very traditional. And then in the later years, it's not nearly as traditional. Like, it's not as... The extended family doesn't quite come around as much, and that's not terrible sometimes. But on my wife's side, it's It's a very big family. It's a very big get together for every occasion, every holiday, and it's a very small location. So you are literally on top of each other. You get your food and you just stand there and wait for a seat to open up. And when you see one, you fucking sit down, you eat, and we play cards. Like, there's nothing like crazy. I don't have a crazy meth head uncle. I wish I did.
That's about how you're missing out, T. If only.
I have
Chicken and I are like, oh, you don't know.
I learned a lot of lessons.
I have outside extended family that's not directly related to me that I could probably tell stories of, but that's too easy to connect the dots to, so I'll refrain.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Tony, basically, you're just in a sea of humanity every Christmas.
Oh, that, yeah. It's basically a Hallmark movie.
I like it.
Sounds like it. Yeah, for me, and something both of you were kind of touching on, it's like, we used to go here, we used to go there. There was something I saw on Facebook that I thought, like, wow, okay, that really does hold true. Grandmas are the linchpin that holds a family together, and when they go, the family is never truly the same again.
Yep.
Yeah, that's true.
And so, like, for my grandma, like, yeah, when she
that's
was
when the traditional...
Yeah, she was the linchpin that brought the whole family together. And when she went, like, it's never been quite the same.
Yeah.
And
Everybody does their own thing after that. Yep.
now,
That's true.
Here's the thing, like, everybody's always got to try to find that perfect balance of, like, okay, we're going to go to your family's thing for this holiday, but also it's like, all right, we're also our own family. It's going to do our own thing, and we're not under an obligation to be here and so there's always that weird juggling that as we get older, we kind of have to do, and I've noticed the millennials are kind of the worst about this, of like, they get married, but then they don't start their own family. They just join one of the other two.
Yeah.
And that's always a recipe for disaster, and we wonder why things are the way they are today. And so that's like, especially once Grandma goes, you kind of all gotta go do your own thing.
Yeah, that's essentially how it worked. Like I said, we get together with my great aunt, my great grandma, and it was once they were both gone, we started going to a different location, and then some people didn't show up, some people didn't wanted to show up, and it is. You're right. Tradition changes over the generations and the decades, and that's okay. That's okay, but
and that's when you feel that the onus is now on you to make your own traditions.
Yep.
Kind of like what we've done.
That's why I've always been such a big fan of like, because for Christmas specifically on my wife's side, we go to, specifically on Christmas, we go to her side for Christmas, and then we go back the next day for another day of family get together, because people are from out of state, so why waste the opportunities? It's 2 days of Christmas, basically. We get together with my side the night before, and that's enough because the extended family's not coming from out of town, so it's fine. But we get like 2-3 days of, and it is very, very much extended family, big get together, traditional Christmas. So I got it from both sides. In my home.
I've always been the probably the problem on my family, being with my work. Like I'm not there. Like that's Thanksgiving and Christmas. Like that's always been.
Me and Tony, like, we have no experience in that.
Yeah. So, like, I'm just not there.
Tony, that was a bit too hardy of a, like, that was too deep of a cover.
I didn't even think it. You're the one that said it, asshole.
But no, but that brought up some other things of like I've had to figure out ways to make it acceptable for my kid and my family, and then have to make our own traditions and do our own things. And man, I love Christmas. Like, I might seem like a Grinch sometimes, and might not be the funnest goddamn guy this time of year just because it's stressful. But I love Christmas. I go all out. I always throw a bunch of lights up, and this year I got my wife this massive damn tree for our house because, like, yeah, it was partially for her, but honestly, I wanted a big ass fucking tree next to my big ass fireplace. It's got to look right. But you know, there's little festive things that I get into with her, and then for me, like as a kid, it was never my favorite thing to do, but I knew how much my mom loved it, was putting decorations on the tree. And going through, like, when you'd find your one you made in first grade with your picture on it and you sign the back of it, and, like, hanging those up and talking about the day you brought that home. Like, that was always the shit that my mom loved the most. And then when I got to be the dad doing that to my son, and, like, and sometimes I'm kind of an asshole about it and be like, hey, tell me about this day. Do you remember this one? We talked about this last year. Like, and I just poke and prod because I know it annoys him a little bit. But it's fun for me, and my wife loves it. And honestly, this year he had a great time with it. Like, we had so much fun trying to decorate because new house, there's so much shit to put up on this massive damn tree. And he's like, we're busting out a ladder and, like, hanging off a balcony to, like, all kinds of shit. So we made it so much fun that, like, that's how we are creating our memories. It's like setting up for Christmas is just as important as Christmas is, like, and then we have to have a good attitude every day.
Very Dr. Seuss.
Every day he gets home,
Grinch stole Christmas.
every day he gets home, he plugs in all the lights.
Good.
Every day, right away, the moment he comes home, and like, so he's excited for it. He just loves the season just like we do. So if anything, hopefully I give him some, like, cringe memories that he's going to give his kid.
Cringe are the best.
Like,
Yes.
now, to give you an example here, guys, it is the 16th of December when we're recording this. I know I'm exposing the business. I'm sorry.
Dick.
This is to give you an idea.
I think your fucking dog's like Mogwai over here.
Yeah, no, that's
It's
just
like
how she
he's
sleeps.
snoring.
Yeah,
I'm
she
just like,
sleeps.
is it
But-
midnight? Am I allowed to give it water?
Yeah, she can have water. It's just, don't feed her.
It's like, it's making weird
You
noises.
fed your pug
Yeah.
after midnight? That means 4 more cats for Tony. Tony. But anyways, what I was getting at is I actually don't have my Christmas tree up at my house yet because I was waiting for my daughter to get home with me, and we're going to set it up together. Actually, tonight, when we conclude our festivities here, she's been sleeping all day.
I'm like, I don't know if you're going to get that tree up
Yeah,
tonight.
you might do that tomorrow, Phil.
That's the plan, is when I leave here tonight, we're putting the tree up.
Interesting
Or
plan.
when you leave here tomorrow.
Interesting plan, Phil.
We'll see what time.
Tomorrow.
Interesting.
I send you a picture at like 2:45 in the morning, like trees
Yeah, like-
over like this. It's sticking out of a bookshelf. And it's like, I that son of a bitch up, you piece of shit. Like,
Yeah, we have to have a real tree now.
What, you buy real trees
A real
now.
tree.
I miss real trees. My mom always made us get a real tree. I always loved it. And we burn the
So-
needles and, like, you know.
So you really don't think you have enough animals in the house. You need to also invite bugs into your house as
Right?
well.
Yeah. Pretty much. When we had a fake tree, because I always had a fake tree. I never had a real tree. And then she said, once we start having kids, we're getting real trees. I'm like, all right, fine. And then that happened, and it's been real trees ever since. And I'm like,
I
God,
like
missed
the
a fake
idea
tree.
of it, but yeah, I
So
honestly,
what's
I
a
love
real
my
tree
fake
cost
trees.
you every year?
Oh, they're cheap. They ain't too bad.
They give them away for free.
By the end of the year, yeah.
No, we buy it the day after Thanksgiving, though.
Which would be
So
how
it's
much?
like 50
So
bucks
like
nowadays.
$100.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
You know, now I
And
go
it's
to
gonna
this.
last you a month.
Yeah.
Now, me and Chicken,
Just long enough.
I go to this place. Maybe you've heard of it. It's called Walmart, and they have these trees that actually have the lights on them.
It's so awesome.
Yep,
And
they're
it's like
fantastic.
$28.
Miss those.
And I've had the same one for 3 years running now. Because, you know, why go buy a new tree every year? What's the logic and reason in that? Like,
Yeah.
and then, you know, like, there's also the thing with real trees, as they start to die, it becomes a tremendous fire hazard.
Yeah.
There's that.
And then also, yes, all of the bugs that were living in the tree throughout the year. Now, once it gets warm, they're thinking, "Yay, it's spring! Let's dance and frolic amongst." Where's the grass?
Yeah, you
Oh,
get
it's
a
just
lot of weird
carpet here.
beetles and yeah.
You wouldn't have any experience of that, would you, T?
No.
And then the needles. God, you gotta love them needles. Do you put a carpet down underneath the tree to catch all the needles?
And tell us more.
How often do you have to
It's
clean?
like they go right through the skirt.
It's yes.
Like they just
They
defy logic and gravity and time and space, and they go right
grab
through.
onto the
They
carpet.
go straight to the carpet, right through the skirt. It's amazing.
Amazing.
It's yeah.
And surely your children don't touch with, play, or spread the needles around it.
Absolutely.
I
not.
mean,
that
no,
would
of
never
course
happen.
not. No.
And I'm sure the pine needles have never given you hay fever.
No, not hay fever, but like no, yeah, hay fever. I'm looking at no. I didn't get hay fever, but I mean,
Maybe
I've had to
plugged
vacuum a lot
sinuses.
more.
Okay.
I don't have
You don't have sinuses?
no
College?
no
Just-
sinuses.
Just colleged them away, right?
Do you
Yeah,
at
that was
least
me.
Yeah,
do you at least
that was this guy over here.
do you at least cut your own tree down?
No, you go up to.
I
the
feel
thing.
like if you're gonna do a real tree, you should cut it down. Like if you're gonna do it, fucking do it.
I'm already more invested than I want to be. What the fuck do you
Okay,
want? From
actually,
me?
this is a true story. My grandfather used to have a Christmas tree business. It was part of,
You can make some
Part
good
of
money doing that.
and that was actually how my dad met my mom. Was my grandpa heard? Oh, I heard them folks down in Geneva. The family of Extreme. We'll just leave it at that. I've heard the family of Extreme down in Geneva. They do some fine Christmas trees. Brought them down, and my dad was a teenager. My mom was a teenager at the time, and they met for the first time. Was when he was literally chopping down her family's tree, and they talked briefly for a little bit, but apparently the impression stuck around because, well, I'm walking around this place. So, yeah, that's actually what you're talking about. Real Christmas trees and such was actually...
you're a child of Christmas.
No, actually,
Trees.
He's a
yeah,
miracle.
Christmas trees. Like, yeah, that was they're probably one of the reasons why, like, my mom has always freaked
If it
out
wasn't for
Christmas.
Christmas tree, we would not have Phil KOE.
I mean,
Tony, thanks for keeping the tradition alive.
so what you're saying, chicken, is that the reason for the season is why you've got KOE in front of you even. So yes,
Bullshit.
this is beautiful.
Don't you put that voodoo on me, Ricky Bobby.
Yeah, don't you put
But
that on
so,
me, Ricky
like,
Bobby.
now the reason I know this is because when I was a kid, we used to have the real tree every year until the first fake tree came out.
You're like, oh, this is
Way
way
better.
more financially.
Yeah, this is.
Like, no, the first fake tree was still unbelievably fucking expensive because it was new tech, but we got to reuse it for 8 years. And so that was where the utility
Yeah.
eventually came out. But, so, Tony, admit it. I'm just curious.
I'm
And-
talking to people, and my wife.
Why?
She was surprised
We're
the
talking
table
to
fit in the.
people.
She said, "How the fuck did you get that table in that room?"
I was about to say, we need to know this. Like, come on. Like, and you'd be like, I used my fucking mind powers? What
Well,
the fuck?
basically, I said it actually fit good.
So
She was surprised to see this in here.
So we haven't decided when we're gonna officially post some of this stuff, but one of the presents I got from the gift exchange this year. I have questions.
Okay, ask away. Shoot.
Did somebody have to physically roll that up and ship it to you? Was
No.
Did you print it at a store that
did.
somebody had to hand it to
Tony,
you?
I got this.
Oh.
No, chicken, you see, this was a painstaking project. It took me about 8 months to hand paint it.
Yes.
That would have been even better.
Like, if it would have just been me trying to paint
I
it.
don't know
Just
that-
all fucked up face. It looked like that Mr. Bean when he tried
Yeah.
to re-fucking draw
Whistler's
Whistler's
mother,
mother's
yeah.
face. Like, oh, dear Jesus God! Like,
Yeah. I don't know that a stick figure would have been
I just want to
as
know,
impactful.
the look on somebody's face when that comes out of a printer, and they go, "What in the actual fuck is going on?"
I also
and
actually
that big,
I
that big.
also actually have that question because I want to know the same thing you do. I didn't get any questions when I got it, but I wanted to ask them. And it may or may not have been at the York Walmart.
Yes.
So
You could probably look
there's
into
a
that,
good
Chicken.
chance they recognize the face.
Yeah, that is a face that you can't forget.
You can't forget that face.
Can't forget that face.
Took me a while to paint it, so
Yeah.
let me tell you,
Did it with his ass exclusively.
like the rest of it, I just did it from memory because
Yeah.
it's not a big deal. Like whip that up in a couple of days, but
So if it obviously you don't know what we're talking about, you're gonna have to wait till the gift exchange to know exactly what we're referencing. So that's coming on Christmas Day. Make sure you tune in because it's epic.
It's incredibly epic.
It's epic.
Yeah. It's
God damn it.
the
And
best.
I
It's
have
tremendous.
I have so many questions.
I don't even have a good answer. What the fuck was that?
Flipping Blanton's gold
Why?
around for?
because it's a flippable bottle. It is. It's an utterly flippable bottle.
Can
Just
I
'cause it's
flip
a
your phone
ball?
around? It's flippable.
Very flippable. And I got the otter box on it, yo. So yeah, you can even drop it. It's fine.
Yeah.
Tony just
Jesus Christ. Just throwing around bottles of Blanton's like it's no big fucking deal.
I don't have a good answer, but I really did just kind of want to hang around and like watch them print it because the conversation had to be amazing. Like,
the fuck is that?
Somebody had to
did
look
he
at
upload
that.
the right thing?
Somebody
Is this
had to
the right
look at
thing?
that and went, huh.
Yeah.
At the bare minimum, they had to go, huh.
Yeah.
Wonder what this is for. you can't.
Oh God, it was just ordering it was almost as much fun as making it. 'Cause I couldn't not laugh. Plugged in, uploads on the screen. What size do you? As big as you could fucking make it.
So yeah, now this is a big teaser for you're gonna have to watch the gift exchange. It's gonna drop on Christmas Day at KOE Nation on YouTube. So be sure to check that out when that drops, folks, because there's some interesting things, and we might actually get into a review of one or two things that did actually drop.
I took a lot of extra care.
Salvo.
A lot of extra time to edit that one. Like it had to be seamless. Like that one had to look perfect. I think I came close.
Now
Yeah.
I gotta say what I got, it was perfect because why? It had my name on it.
It did. His name is Private Stock.
It's
they gave me
bourbon
this.
gin.
Yes, they gave me
And
this.
that's all he got.
That's
Yeah,
it.
that was it. That was all I got was it's private stock gin finished in a bourbon cask.
$22 bottle
Wall
of
to
gin.
wall. Dude. 47.5 ABV, so at least it's gonna fucking bite more.
Thanks, Wall to Wall Wine.
Oh, so good. Is what it says on the back. Oh, so good.
That
Like
can't
the
be
letter
accurate.
O.
Oh, exclamation point.
So
Space.
good.
So good.
Yeah.
In 1919, with Prohibition looming, J. Rieger and Co. owned a massive stock of booze that would soon be illegal to sell. Jacob Rieger's son, Alexander, appealed that he had the legal right to transport every bottle in their inventory to his private residence. In 1920, federal judge Ferris issued an order allowing Alexander to take home his, quote, private stock. This bottle of private stock honors the defiant efforts of Alexander Rieger. So, that's nice. What does
Yeah.
that have to do with a barrel-finished gin?
What's going on?
Yellow.
Phil drink.
Oh no.
Fuck you.
Phil gin.
Oh no. This is a live show. And
Tony, go fuck yourself.
Tony just
gin.
called in for Phil to drink
I fucking
gin.
hate you, Tony. I fucking hate you. No. I'm calling
Oh
that motherfucker
no.
back. I'm calling that motherfucker back. Okay. All right.
I'm ghosting that.
Oh, that motherfucker. He fucking ghosted me, that little bitch. Okay, I'm trying one more time. You think you're gonna make me take a shot of gin? You fucking bitch. Fuck you. Go get me a glass. I'm not getting up. Are you kidding me? Fuck off. So, Oh, you son of a bitch. Nah, I'm gonna ghost that till Tony gets back. We have to ghost that. You're a piece of shit. Chicken, you're such a piece of shit. You're both pieces of shit. Did I ever mention that?
Yeah. I think you got an important text message, Phil.
I'll look at it in a minute. Well, I guess get ready for a review of this
beautiful gin.
Tony's gonna come back with like a beer stein. Here you go, Phil. Just
Here's your shot glass.
Give it a couple of clugs. Oh God, gin finished in a bourbon cask. Oh, so good.
Oh, thank God, I still got some ice. If you missed out, I got my mug from last year. Tony Hank held on to it for me.
You went all classy for me.
Totally forgot.
So Tony, while you were gone, Chicken, was there something I needed to check?
Well, I tried to call Phil. He wouldn't answer, so I just sent him a message.
Right,
Oh, you
I got
texted
a
him?
text
Yeah.
that says,
Let's see.
Phil
Gin. All right. Woohoo! Well, just make it a double then, Phil.
Hey guys,
Yeah, Phil.
fuck you both.
Screw you guys. I'm drinking gin.
You know the score.
I do.
Why don't you just go ahead and review that,
I
Phil?
was just gonna say, if I have to, I'm fucking getting 2 birds stoned at once with this.
It's a wall-to-wall wine, I think.
Yes, it's a wall-to-wall wine pick.
I didn't buy this at wall-to-wall, though. Yeah, give me that.
I see
the only place I've ever seen
I see
it.
other stores tags.
Maybe it was.
Yeah, sometimes I'll see other stores tags on bottles from somewhere else.
I swore I bought this at Louis in Columbus.
Well,
I
folks,
swore.
we're gonna get 2 birds stoned at once here. Welcome, one and all, to the KOE Nation for this very special impromptu gin review of a gin that was
Yeah! Woo!
I'm excited.
gifted to me by these 2 guys. I am your king of extreme, Phil KOE,
You need to sound more extreme
the
right
man
now.
of the hour,
Definitely don't sound extreme
the man
enough.
with the power, the man that makes the other podcast cower,
That's right.
and I'm about,
To drink something sour.
yeah.
But it's bourbon gin.
Ginish.
It's bourbonish gin.
So for those that don't know, this is private stock, extra fine gin finished in a bourbon cask by Wall to Wall Wine.
Why don't you get you something
47
real nice, Clark?
0.5 ABV.
What's it say on the back?
Oh,
So good! So good! So good! So good!
Let's see how.
I've been inclined.
Fucking
Bob, bob, bob. Private stock never tasted so good.
So good, so
But
good.
now the gin is in the glass.
Not yet. Hang on. Let's see if
And it was finished in a bourbon cask.
it's actually a pretty good pop.
Yeah, what's
Oh, yeah. It's that
it?
bourbon.
It smells
So good.
God. This might be the worst fucking.
It looks like the dirtiest joint.
sweet gin of mine.
Fucking bob, bob, bob. Thank you all to all
I don't.
wine.
God, fuck you. Sweet gin of mine.
Fuck, bob, bob, bob.
From motherfucking wall to wall wine. Oh, God. So, first, folks,
C-U-N-T on Chicken's mug.
so I'm going to give this a nose for this gin.
Please do. I think that's a double.
You see how happy
He sent me
looks right
one.
now?
You sent me one. So, yeah, this is a double.
That looks, yeah. That,
Did you see the smile on his face when he smelled that?
No, I saw the terror.
I've never seen him look so happy.
I don't know about happy.
I feel like he wants to hug us both right now.
Absolutely.
Want to hug your necks and rear naked? Like, is that what you mean? Like, yeah.
Extra tight.
Let's try to smell something other than turpentine here.
Extra tight, like that thick cork in
You
the
don't
Peerless
smell the
bottle.
oak and the vanilla of the bourbon cask?
Everything I'm smelling is a defiance of Okay. Yeah, it smells like old socks. Okay?
All right.
And turpentine. Try and...
Oh, God.
Oh, Jesus fuck.
You're not really encouraging me to drink this shit, guys.
You were accurate. Old socks.
Holy shit. Oh, my God.
Old socks after you've been out, like, hunting in muddy, wet fields all day.
I thought bourbon would help.
No.
Let's find out.
It somehow made it worse.
I don't know how.
How? Okay. Well, first we're going to take a pallet before we take
Should I get the trash can?
Maybe. Oh, no, it's just going right there on the floor if it comes out too
All
soon.
right. Where's my
So-
dog?
It's right here.
All right.
So this gin review here in Kiwi Nation. Yeah, just smelling it burned my nose. Well, let's take a pallet.
Wish him luck. I have a feeling I wouldn't have palate that one. I would have just shot it.
Yeah, I don't know if I would have tasted it. I think that's going to make
I'm
it
hoping
worse.
it's the last time I ever have to fucking review this chicken, okay? I'm getting two birds stoned at once.
Oh
here.
no, it's not recording.
Fuck you. Okay. It's not as bad as the gin and the turpentine can.
Okay.
Stuff you got me last year.
All right.
Because that is actual, like, the literal definition of rot gut.
Okay.
This is bad. This is very bad. Okay? But
it says oh so good.
it is oh so very something.
So good.
So good. So good.
He's screaming it. Can you see it in his face? His
Look at-
face
yeah.
is going, so good, so good, so good.
Look at those tremendous flavors. The robust palate. The
Like just with each second, like my face like twists more like the Grand Shriek
Yeah.
and smiling. So guys, we're gonna grade this on a couple of 5-star scales. For those who don't know, 5 meaning you have to have it before you shuffle off this mortal coil.
Oh, fucking.
0 meaning pass it on by. The Kiwi Nation has advised you well. So
This is totally going to be a 5.
Yeah.
we're gonna grade this as a.
No, you're going to grade.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're gonna grade this.
I'm gonna
as
grade
gin.
this as a cask-aged spirit, as a gin.
Mhm.
It's shelving, and the secret fourth question.
Okay.
So,
As a gin, Phil.
well, first we're gonna go as a cask-aged spirit.
It's all in its casking, right?
This is gonna actually hold a distinction
Oh boy.
in Kiwi Nation history.
Okay.
As a cask-aged spirit, this is going to have 0.25 stars.
Wow.
A quarter star.
Wow. Nice.
The lowest grade of a cask-aged spirit in the history of the Kiwi Nation.
That's amazing.
But hold on. It's really close to 0, which is like an O for oh so good.
oh, so good.
So good.
good.
So good.
I just felt myself die a little right there. Like I just felt like something deep inside just couldn't.
Oh yeah.
Now, as a gin, I'm just going back like, fuck guys, I'm drinking way more gin than I ever wanted to drink in this life. Why?
You picked this road.
No, I didn't. The fucking big fucking fans.
The road.
Those fucking assholes that they are.
Sometimes-
They fucking started this.
Sometimes the road picks you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So as a gin,
Picking this.
As a gin, keep in mind it's as a gin.
12 stars.
5 stars as a gin.
Wow.
He loves
Bam!
it
5 stars because
it's oh so good, so good, so good.
5-star gin.
Now keep in
Never
mind,
thought I'd see the day.
He's
grading on a fucking hell of a curve here, T.
It's like he's still gagging as he's talking.
Yeah, I'm trying to get like gulps down before I gotta put the whole fucker down at the end of all this.
That felt like it hurt.
Okay, Okay, I'm actually gonna kick that back down to 475. There's got to be a better gin out there somewhere. Ryan Reynolds, save us. Help us, Ryan Reynolds. You're our only hope.
Valentine's Day is coming up soon.
Aww.
So, anyways, the shelving, the top, the middle, or the bottom. Now, guys, I'm curious. Like, if this is your bottle here, which Tony, like, it's a Christmas present.
But it's not mine.
I know it's tempting though.
It was mine for a bit, but now it's yours.
So clearly, it's sat on your top shelf, right?
No, it was on the bottom.
Interesting.
It was just waiting for you.
I would make a special shelf on top.
On top
called
of the top.
Phil's Top Shelf.
Phil's top shelf of gin.
And that's where I'd put it.
Yeah.
It would be just like one of those little floating shelves about this big.
Yes.
It would only hold like 3 bottles of gin.
So
Yeah.
I had no idea these two guys this whole time actually hated me. I thought, like, I even called you guys friends at some point, but yeah, friends don't let friends drink
Urine-colored
stock.
gin.
Yeah, urine-colored
But it's
gin.
bourbon cask.
Bourbon cast.
And that's
I was
its only
thinking of
saving
you.
grace.
I was thinking
so
of you.
I'm really wondering, like, okay, here's my problem here. Not the only one, but one of many. So, how bad was this gin that when it came off the line, they're like, guys, we got to cask finish this gin to fix it. Like, I'm trying to figure out what the fuck. Okay? Like, just what
It's
the
the
fuck.
best. It's tremendous.
Well, there's no bugs in it.
That you can see.
So yeah, this would be on my
disintegrated.
bottom. This would be like drink. Like if people just want, like, if I had somebody that was like a true, like if Crazy Uncle Mikey shows up and he just needs some booze. Here you go. Will you leave me alone? Like there you go. That's. Or I bet it'd make actually a pretty good gin martini.
See, now you're thinking.
Just because the casking adds a little element that's not normally there. And if you're going to do a Winston Churchill martini, this would be the way to go, because a Winston Churchill martini is they pour the gin into the shaker, they shake it over a giant cube of ice, shake it, pour it into the chilled martini glass, drop an olive in it, and then rather than add the sweet vermouth, Winston Churchill would just bow in the general direction of France, and that was all the vermouth he needed. So basically it was just chilled gin. This would actually work for that.
So this is the longest gin review of all time.
Yeah.
New record.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now,
He loves it that much.
the secret fourth question here. I'm sure Tony's looking it up right now.
Yeah, what's that?
Just content chlorophyll. Or chloroform. There we go. Just somebody looking at their phone. It's just content chloroform, because the minute they're like, oh, he's looking at his phone, well, I'll look at my phone too. Like, so, yeah. Have fun editing around that chicken.
Oh, that's all you, big
This
guy.
is your review.
Okay, good. Yay.
You're the one stalling.
There's nothing on here that I will cut out a big bucket, but there's
Yeah.
plenty you will cut out for KOE. Cause
Oh, God, is there ever. Okay. Secret.
No, I will not buy this again.
How much did it cost us?
It's like $22, $23.
$23. Chicken. Would you buy this if you needed a bottle of gin?
well, from the reaction you're giving me right now about how so good this is, no.
No, because there's so many.
I'll buy you a
gins.
bottle.
Yeah. No, like
you guys.
I gotta.
I hope they do an all
mix
so.
it
I hope they do a sherry cast finish. I'll get you one.
Yes. Yes.
Fuck you! Just do not fucking defile a cask of sherry by putting this in it, okay, Private
He's right.
Scott?
He's right. As the Lord of the Scottish Highland, Phil KOE implores, no demands
No.
that you make a gin finished in an Islay Scotch
you.
cask.
Oh my God.
Make it happen.
I'm gonna be hunting that bottle down.
Ooh, smoky peated gin.
Okay, I might need that bucket now, just
All
thinking
right.
about that.
You got about a half a shot there left.
Hang on. I'm trying to think of some other things.
Where are you putting this on the shelf? So top.
I'm pretty sure he said top.
Top.
Fuck you, guy. Like, no, this is a well whiskey that I'm giving away to.
It's not whiskey.
True.
He put a well on his top shelf.
Well hooch.
Yeah, his top shelf well.
You can't give this away, could you?
No, actually, if I were to have a card game and people be gathered around, like, all right, here you go, just have at it. However much you want. There would be the line at the beginning of the night. At the end of the night, the line would be here.
Yeah.
It would actually be up a little bit.
It might be more, yeah.
So, folks, as I'm known to say around here,
all that being said,
so good, so good, so good.
He's gonna puke.
Fucking puke, puke, puke. Blowing chunks all over here.
Yeah.
We've got some of the finest whiskey in all God's creation in this place.
That's true.
And
I'm drinking this shit.
And you're drinking bourbon cask finished gin.
Need to cleanse that a little bit.
But why? Don't you get all the juniper and oak?
And the bottle splashes me in the eye on the way down. It's just like...
Tony, guess what? It just hit
It's like the...
Hour 2, chicken!
Oh, man!
I will fucking murder you. Get this shit away from me.
Okay.
Don't ever bring it near me.
Well, it's going home with
I
you.
know. Fuck you. But Tony, we don't have to worry about me drinking it. That would imply Big Bucking is going live at some point, so I ain't gotta worry about
That's fair.
I ain't gotta worry
fair.
about that shit. Are you kidding me? It'll be fucking March till I take my first shot of that shit. Are you kidding me?
February. Be fair. Be fair.
Oh, God.
So good. So
Sorry.
good.
I had to get all the shit you fuckers just slung at me. I gotta sling one back, okay? Like,
No, that was fair. That was
oh,
fair.
my God. That was terrible. Now,
You didn't tell me all the flavors you got.
Yeah, you didn't describe it very well.
bad.
No. Just bad.
What are the flavors, chicken? Bad.
Just bad.
I heard so good.
So good.
So good.
It was so good at being so bad.
Oh, so good.
Yeah, that's the stupidest way to ever write that. Oh! Exclamation. So good.
Can't wait to read your Yelp review. Oh, God.
That actually...
I tried to pick something that would, like, be at least appeasable. I didn't know it was going to be that bad. But it was almost a 5-star
You picked
gin.
that as appeasable.
Oh, there was worse, Phil.
Oh, I know!
I'm just saying.
But
like,
at least those know what they are. At least they know they're worse, okay?
Tony, at least we know moving forward.
Bourbon barrel gin, maybe not.
cranberry almond milk gin. Got it.
Dude.
Yeah.
Let's buy our own little barrel and make it.
I think we can do that. Let's do it.
Almond milk gin.
We can make that happen. I got some silk upstairs.
This is going to get hot.
Yeah.
That last one was good.
No, actually, Tony and I have an ongoing WrestleMania bet that whoever's got the most points at the end of WrestleMania, if I've got more points than Tony, he has to take a shot of half and half.
Yep.
If he's got more points than me, impossible. I have to take a shot of that almond slurry, almond cum.
It's gonna be fantastic.
It's gonna be awful.
I'm so excited.
I'm excited for you drinking real milk.
Can I milk the almonds for you?
Yes.
Please do. Now, guys,
Absolutely.
I do have to say, that was a 47% ABV. I'm feeling a bit
Loosened up. Okay.
a bit. And I think this would be a good time to react to something. Tony, you've been looking forward to this for some time.
Okay, but if we're gonna,
I get a refill a drink.
if we're gonna do
a
that,
whole new segment here.
you got like I can't just be me. Like you guys have got to participate too.
Tony?
Yeah. What?
You know, the
I'm a
best
little
part about
toasted.
this,
I know.
it's pre-recorded. We can always just pause.
That's true.
What?
Pause.
Okay, I'm drunk.
Well, perfect. All right.
Are you?
All right, so
That gin's hitting the spot,
President
isn't it?
Obama, he did what now?
Oh no, we were talking about Big Mike earlier.
Oh, big
No,
dick.
we're not going to go on to that one. Anyway, yeah,
Are we recording
definitely.
again?
Yeah, we're recording.
Who needs?
All right,
I'm good. I got refilled.
Okay. All right.
I'm good for a minute.
Okay.
I'll clap us in.
So it's time for some dad jokes.
Once again, for everyone to come aboard the...
So Tony wrote his own. I was the dipshit that challenged him.
Yeah, you said we have to write our own.
And I wrote 2. I forgot one, and my other one sucks. So I'm gonna have to read off of a website which has a couple of okay ones.
I
But
don't even know if I finished writing all of these.
so what are the rules?
So the rules are you have to take a drink if you laugh.
Deal?
Usually it's a shot, but
Yeah, at this point in the
I
night,
don't think we're going to do that.
Phil wants more gin
if
shots.
you want me to beat, fuck you. Okay, I'm gonna
See, you say that, but you won't be.
like as stoic as a statue. I just fall asleep.
I'll tickle his butthole. Don't worry, I'll
That's
make him
fair.
laugh.
Oh God, why?
I can get the Southern Comfort lime.
All right. So we're just gonna take turns.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna.
Tony's got way more than either of us. So
I probably do. I'm not gonna say they're good, and I'm not guaranteeing you're gonna laugh at all of them. Probably any of them.
That's the point.
That's the point. You're not supposed to. So when they suck, it's not because they don't want to laugh. It's because they're not supposed to laugh. So.
What if you laugh at your own?
Oh, that's probably gonna happen.
then you have to drink.
Yeah, if you laugh, you laugh.
That's like
So whoever's editing this, good luck. Keep a tally.
that's like joke jacking off,
Yeah.
laughing at your own jokes.
I'll have to edit in the tally. God damn it! Who's gonna start? I'll start.
Yeah.
I like telling dad jokes. Sometimes he laughs.
Sometimes he does.
I recently came into a bunch of money, which is weird because normally it's in the shower.
Makes for easier cleanup. That's
Yep.
for sure.
That's for sure.
Yeah.
T.
You remember that red character from Domino's Pizza? Remember it?
Red character from
That little red
Little
guy.
pizza guy.
No, that was Little Caesars.
Yeah.
The guy that was like
This is me fucking up his joke.
yeah, the guy I think he was called Annoyed. Remember that? He got his EMT license. Now he's a paranoid. It's close. It was right there.
Chicken.
No, I'm like
Teetering.
I'm teetering.
You're teetering.
All right. I ate a kid's meal at McDonald's today. His mother seemed really angry.
Bitches.
So the other day, Dad was walking into Walmart to buy a Christmas tree, and bought the fake one, had the lights and everything. And on the way out, believe it or not, the cashier is one of the few places where there was actually a cashier. And she asked, "Sir, are you going to put this up yourself?" He goes, "Don't be fucking disgusting. I'm going to put this in my living room."
Feng shui and all. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, I get
On
it.
UT.
What do a crocodile, toothbrush, and an elf on a shelf have in common?
I don't like where this is going.
After 6 tequilas, they both fit perfectly in my dick hole.
Fuck you.
That was close.
What do you call a midget prostitute? Little fucker.
What's 6 inches long and has 2 nuts? An almond joy.
You're not wrong.
Close.
You're not wrong. That's actually accurate.
That's it, 2 nuts. Tony?
Upon getting to prison, what did Madonna's butt plug say to Richard Gere's gerbil?
Wait, say that again.
Upon getting to prison, what did Madonna's butt plug say to Richard Gere's gerbil? How long were you in for?
That's pretty good.
Well done. Well done.
If two vegans get into a fight, is it still called a beef?
The only real vegans, though, are lesbians.
That's true.
Because they don't like meat. I mean, sorry. All right. I one time watched a documentary on marijuana. Really, I think that's how all documentaries should be watched.
Facts.
Why is a margarita better than a woman?
Let's hear it.
Margarita doesn't bleed and nag.
Fuck you.
I was drinking a margarita when I wrote that.
I had to stop myself. Like that one took like you know like deep like
And to
meditative
focus his
control.
lesbian veganism zen.
Yeah, pretty much. Chicken, you're up.
What did baby corn say to mama corn?
Oh, I know this one. Oh, what is it?
Where's popcorn?
It's a bad dude.
He is a bad dude.
What do you call someone who is a master at baiting?
A masturbator?
A skilled seaman.
A midshipman, if you will. On the poop deck.
Chicken was like, I won't.
Right. Okay.
See? You're up.
Obama, Biden, and Hillary are all in a limo. Biden says to Hillary, "Hey, what time's on the clock?" Biden chimes in and says, "No, I never saw Michelle's cock," and then he shits himself.
I won't. Chicken, you're up.
You gotta hand it to short people.
Thank you.
They can't reach it.
Thank you. Appreciate the acknowledgement, finally.
That was pretty close. How does a rock pee? Dwayne's is Johnson.
Ooh. More than twice, and you're playing with
I
it.
like that. Good play on words.
What's the difference between a tampon and Will Smith?
One slaps.
No, the tampon only gets used once by a cunt.
Fuck it, I'll give you that one. I don't care to drink.
I'm proud of that one.
Let's see. You want to hear a joke about paper?
Yeah, absolutely.
Never mind, it's terrible.
Because you could tear paper. Yeah. Yeah.
What do you... Did you hear about what happens when you dip your nuts in glitter? Pretty nuts.
They are.
That would be pretty.
They call that a pajazzle.
I don't fucking drink, I don't care. Pajazzle.
What did Tomfoolery do when he got to meet Destiny?
Fuck it, I'm drinking on this one, I don't care.
What did Tomfoolery do? When
What did Tomfoolery say when he got to meet Destiny?
I don't know what he said, but I know
Yeah,
I was going to say. Got him.
I knew that one would get you.
Oh, fuck. Fucking damn it.
That was fucking
I say, if there's one I'm going to get Phil on, that's going to be it.
Yeah, you got me there. Slajima.
Now the floodgates open.
Fuck you.
Chicken.
I'm trying to find good ones here still. I invested every last cent of mine into cannabis-fed cattle business.
Ooh.
Stakes have never been higher.
You know, I'm really pissed off at all those people that are always knocking on my door saying either you need to open up or you'll burn. Okay? Fucking firemen.
And Mormons.
And the JWs. Even weirder.
The JWs.
Jehovah's Witnesses. I didn't want to dedicate full time. So you're up, T.
I put an entire bottle of Nair up my ass the other day. Didn't need Elmer Fudd to get a hair out of that hole.
I don't trust stairs. Always up to something.
Always ready to get down, too.
So, the kid's growing. He's getting very curious about the human body. Guess we're gonna have to move that fucking thing.
It's like Easter. What's the worst part about fucking your great-grandpa? The stench of the embalming fluid.
It's the ones that aren't supposed to be funny I laugh at.
Thank you.
What do you call What do you call someone with nobody and no nose? Nobody knows.
I feel like you put the cart before the horse with that one, but yep, that's good. That's a good one.
T, I'm gonna give you a compliment here.
About time.
When you have sex with two people, it's called a twosome. When you have sex with three people, it's called a threesome. And that, T, is why everybody calls you handsome.
It's true. Hand me some of this dick.
Yes, Daddy.
Before Michael Jackson died, he converted to veganism and reincarnation. He said he wanted to come back as a tree.
You feel good about that.
Fucking asshole. This is just the way he looked at me afterwards.
Chicken's like, that doesn't count. Fuck.
I'm not good at this game. Why don't...
And now Tony's got drunk. Yeah, that was the one that broke it.
That's my dad joke.
I'm not good at this.
Why don't eggs tell jokes? They crack each other up.
Very fragile. Millennials.
Yeah.
A sperm donor, a carpenter, and Julius Caesar walked into a bar. They came, they saw, they conquered. Ah, that one was close. He had to stop.
It was very high intellect. I liked that.
All right, you're up, T.
Did you ever use Michael Jackson's Snickerdoodle cookie recipe? It's a cup of flour, 2 cups of sugar, and a whole lot of cinnamon.
No, I'm going to. It's like, oh, no. All right, chicken.
Did you hear about the square that got into an accident?
Mm-mm.
Yeah. It was pretty rough. Now he's a rectangle.
Ooh.
Ladies, I gotta say, if your man doesn't appreciate your fruit jokes, it's time to let that man go.
Truth, right here.
Gotta expand your horizons. I get it.
You're up, T.
I pay Chinese immigrants to twist my nipples while I watch gay anime and stick my dick in a jar of honey.
Did it work?
There's no punchline. That's the joke.
Did it work?
Yes.
Did you record
Yes.
it? Did you record it?
Yes.
Do I have to pay to watch
No.
it? I just kept fucking doing that to me. Oh, fuck you. You laugh, you son of a bitch.
The vein in his forehead is about to explode.
God damn it. Oh, damn it. All right. You suck.
I've got one more.
My wife asked me to help her sink her phone, so I threw it into the lake.
Just turned out that Grandpa is actually addicted to Viagra. Nobody's taking it harder than Grandma.
Or me.
True.
Good for Grandma.
Yeah.
Good for everybody.
She's going out on a fucking high note.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Gotta sound like sandpaper, though.
Yeah, that's what WD-40's for.
True. That shit's flammable. Friction, even.
They like to live dangerously.
Dirty 30s.
Even dirtier 60s and 70s.
Brings a whole new meaning to the Dust Bowl.
All right, what do you got for us, T?
Have you ever been woken up by a blowjob? Is what my uncle used to ask me when he tucked me in at night.
Which uncle, for reference?
Yes.
I want to know where to go.
Chicken's looking for a date here.
I need somewhere to crash tonight.
Figured I'd finish on a high note.
Oh, wow.
Nothing like an incest blowjob joke to really.
You ever woken up to a
Cap it.
blowjob?
That's what my uncle used to ask me.
Why is Santa Claus's wife annoyed with him? 'Cause he only comes once a year.
That's a lot of work.
Hmm.
That is a lot of work. Huh. Okay. Well, folks, that was the dad jokes.
What's Pinocchio's
No, it's
lover?
not yet.
What does Pinocchio's lover say?
Lie to me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes, Daddy.
My penis was in the Guinness Book of World Records. Then the librarian told me to take it out.
That's fair.
What do you call a cheap circumcision?
Half off.
A rip off.
Rip off. That's good.
What do you call Richard's selfie? The dick pic.
Hmm. What do you call a guy who cries when he masturbates?
Tony.
I'm sorry. Told you that in confidence. Know we were gonna do that on the show.
You asked it.
Don't want to play anymore. Just gonna put that
So what
out
was
there.
the predetermined? Chicken brought us some truth here. What was the original punchline?
Tearjerker, but now I feel like that's gonna be a nickname.
What do you call someone who cries if they masturbate? Tony. Just bam. Well done.
Man, I'm a little ashamed.
Yeah, my buddy's mom died in the hospital. We weren't able to remember her blood type. And as she was dying, she just kept telling us to be positive. It's really hard now without her.
I'm dating an English teacher. She keeps correcting my grammar during sex. She's getting particularly annoyed about my improper use of the colon.
That was good.
A man walks into a doctor's office, sits down and says, "Now, doctor, this may sound kind of strange, but I have 5 penises." Taken aback, the doctor asks him, "My God, how do your pants fit?" To which the man replies, "Like a glove."
What did the toaster say to the slice of bread?
Oh, I like this one. What?
I want you inside me.
It's fucking simple. Goddamn, that's great.
Why is it so hard to argue with a chick who's not wearing a bra? She's already made 2 great points.
That's
ding, ding, ding.
What's the difference between chicken and 3 penises?
3 penises?
Yes.
Yeah, that's the difference.
No. What's the difference between a joke and chicken?
Humor?
Chicken can't take a joke.
This is
Chicken
true.
You can't take
You
3
wanted
jokes.
it. He wants to.
I'm getting a divorce and my wife gets half my weed stash. At least we'll have joint custody.
But how does that even work? Okay.
Why do chickens wear underwear on their head? Because they're peckers on their face.
What does one saggy boob say to the other saggy boob?
Keep this up, people are gonna think we're nuts.
Yeah, if we don't get some support, people are gonna think we're nuts.
Why? What's a 6.9? Another great thing screwed up by a period.
True. How does a woman scare a gynecologist?
There's so many good answers.
By becoming a ventriloquist.
Oh, I like that. That's really good. I like that a lot. I like that one. What do you call a nanny with breast implants? A faux pair? It's not even a good one.
Why does Dr. Pepper come in a bottle? Because his wife
Because he didn't have a cup?
No, his wife died.
Oh, yeah. Happens.
Why did Piglet have his head in the toilet? He was looking for poo.
What did the elephant ask the naked man? How do you breathe out of that thing?
What comes after 69? Mouthwash.
That's true.
I asked my wife, I said, do you think the cup is half full or half empty? And you know what she said? Please, for the love of God, could you stop wearing my bras?
When you look good, you look good. I mean, fashion waits for no one. So, Frog walks into a bank, right? And
No.
you're laughing already. I didn't even get to it. Frog walks into a bank, and he walks up to the first teller. The teller's name is Patty. Anyway, Frog walks into a bank. Frog walks into a bank. He walks up to the teller. Her name's Miss Whack. First name Patty. And he goes, "Look, I need a loan." And she says, "What do you need a loan for?" "Look, I'm trying to pay off some debt. You know, I need a house, need to get a car. I got a lot of things going on. Things are in the works. The process has begun, but I need a loan. And look, I don't have a great resume. I get it, but my dad is Mick Jagger. If that makes any difference, you know, I think, you know, celebrity status should at least give me some leeway here. Could I at least get a loan?" She says, "Well, do you have any collateral?" He's like, "Well, all I can offer for collateral is this." And he reaches into his pocket and pulls out a ceramic pink elephant. And she goes, "I don't even know what to do. Just hold on. Hold on, Frog. Let me go talk to my manager." So Patty goes in to talk to the manager. He says, "Miss Whack, what seems to be the problem?" She says, "Well, there's a frog out there. That's Mick Jagger. Says he needs a loan. And all he's offering for collateral is this." And she pulls out the pink elephant and ceramic, and he says, "Well, that's a knick-knack, Patty Whack. Give that frog a loan. His old man's a rolling stone."
Ah, dog. That's a no from me, dog.
It's a yes.
He was laughing at the beginning.
I know. He was waiting for the aristocrats, but I'm not dropping that yet.
Let's play Carpenter. First we'll get hammered, then I'll nail you.
What about a torque head screw?
Sure. Whatever you want, baby.
Damn. Oh, shit.
Are we wrapping
Here
up?
we go. This is my last one. Last night I was having dinner with Charles Manson. In the middle of dinner, he turned to me and said, "Is it hot in here or am I crazy?"
So a guy walks into a talent agent's office.
Don't.
And he says, "Got a great act for you."
What's it called?
Can't tell you that yet.
Oh.
Look, you gotta book us on our merit, okay?
Okay, what's the act?
All right. It's great. It's a family act. Fun for the whole family.
Family act,
You can book this in Atlantic City, Vegas, Branson, doesn't matter. Across the globe. All right? Talent agent says, "Let's see what you got, kid." So the dad comes in. He stands there. Immediately drops a big old shit all over the floor. Just, it's messy. It's diarrhea. He's been eating Taco Bell for a week. Probably P.F. Chang's, but it depends if they were open or not. Chick-fil-A wasn't open that Sunday, so it's a little less solid than you would expect it to be, but he made do given the circumstance. Anywho, so he drops this big shit, and as he's taking the shit, his son comes in from the side room. Now, he's been off camera putting on a G-string, right? So he comes in like a slip and slide, hits that shit on his belly, hits the wall, damn near breaks his neck, but he does a tumble sault back over, cartwheels back over to his dad. His dad grabs him around the waist as he's still doing a handstand, gobbles on his nuts a little bit, smacks his dick around a little bit. It's a whole thing. It's a routine. They start singing Jimmy Crack Corn and I Don't Care. It's very impressive. Visually speaking, it's amazing.
Chicken's doing like the
That's when
like rocking back and forth.
That's when the entire roster of their family reunion of cousins come out from the fucking woodwork. Like, this guy didn't even know they were in his office. That's how impressive this thing. Like, it's a magician act to go with everything that you're already seeing. And they come in up from under the desk. He's like, holy shit, where did you all come from? They all start singing a gospel choir, a little bit of Old Man River, if you will. Not a single black person on the fucking crew, but you know, this was pre-wokeness, and it's fine, and nobody cares, and it's okay. Nobody needs to be offended. It's a family act, like I said, as you remember, right? So they all start singing Old Man River, and they're all finger blasting their buttholes, right? But they haven't trimmed their fingernails in at least a year. So it's real sharp, real jagged, real long. So as soon as they start digging in their craw, they start anally bleeding, and that's okay, because you'd think that was the only blood. But no, they're actually all on their period, because you know how women all sync their cycles at the same time. So you got dual blood coming out of two holes at the same time, and there's at least 10 of these women. They're all bleeding at the same time, down from the legs. It's amazing. And there's already blood all over the floor, and there's shit all over the floor. And that's when the dog comes in and starts ejaculating all over the donkey. I didn't tell you about the donkey, but now there's a donkey. And that was a thing that they got from the market, that they got the mangoes from, that the Mexican on the side street sold to them for a basket of at least 2 dozen eggs, right? But that guy comes in too, and he's already been dead. They slit his throat out in the parking lot, and they've been ejaculating in his asshole for at least a week, and he's starting to stink. And it's not right, but it's not. It's like a good rye. It's like it's a good sweet. So they're taking that all in, and they're just fanning that in, like. It's like a good red wine. You know, you get that dry red wine. And then they all start doing tumble salts, and they all start, they finish up with their rendition of Old Man River, and then they all start doing Eiffel 65's Blue. And it's amazing. Yeah, exactly. And they're doing it with harmonicas, which is even more impressive. But they're not even using their mouths; they're using their anuses, which again are bleeding because
anus acapella. That's
anus acapella because of the fingernail bleeding, right? So
I'm gonna do it a cappella.
So while they're shoving the harmonicas up their ass, and that's blowing blood and noises and beautiful sounds and melodies out their ass, at the same time they're also humming the theme to the Andy Griffith Show. And that's when the bloated corpse of Betty White rolls in, on a stretcher, and they all take a big bite out of it with a gravy ladle, and then they go, ta-da!
Okay, that is absolutely reprehensible. That is awful. That is horrible. That's the most terrible thing I've ever heard. What is this act called? What is it? What is it?
The aristocrats.
The aristocrats?
Well, it's not for everybody.
You know, I think I'd like to see that, actually.
You know, a while back, I dated a girl. I didn't know she was previously in a abusive relationship. I just thought she really, really hated high fives.
I thought you were going to say she sure as shit knows she's in one now.
What do you get a blind and deaf orphan child for Christmas?
Nothing. He's already got everything.
Cancer.
Fuck.
Drink, bitch.
God damn, that was great. That was a good one.
That was terrible. I do not enjoy it.
I do not endorse.
Nope, that was good. That was good. Family's driving behind a garbage truck when a dildo flies out and thumps against the windshield. Embarrassed and trying to spare her young son's innocence, the mother turns around and says, "Don't worry, dear. It's just an insect." "Wow," the boy replies. "I'm surprised it could get off the ground with that cock like that."
Jesus.
It's a beautiful cock. I can't tell if your dog's snoring or farting.
It's probably a little of both. Taste it.
This was the dad joke section that we laughed.
It
we
started
cried.
as that.
We all grew.
I don't even
we
know.
We got some additional content. That be sure to check that out in the post.
I don't know where it ended.
Yeah, there was a point where
It kept going
as
inappropriately.
But because we are at that time, as I'm known to say around here, let's get the fuck out of here while we still got a show. All that being said, thank you for joining us here at Big Buckin' Empire for episode 199. And folks, all I gotta say to all you beautiful people, Merry Christmas, and hark how the bells, sweet silver bells, all seem to say, throw cares away, Christmas is here, bringing good cheer to young and old, meek and the bold. Yes, Merry Christmas, every last one of you. God bless every last one of you. Spend some time with you and yours, the people that you care about, and gents, this is fucking awesome.
I once saw a one-handed man in a second-hand store. Told him, "I don't think they have what you're looking for."
But
folks,
so this is going to keep going.
You can find me, Phil KOE at KOE Nation on YouTube, TikTok, Twitch, and Twitter, of course. You know, KOE Nation, the place to be for you, for me, for all within God's sundry. And I am signing off and handing it off to my indomitable broadcast partners. The one, the only.
Chicken. My father used to always say, "What doesn't kill you makes you stronger." Until the accident. Anyway, I am Chicken. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Merry Christmas. Appreciate you all. Love you. We'll see you for 200 soon. We'll announce the date and what's to come in the next year. But until then, appreciate you for spending time with us today. Hopefully we gave you some laughs and made your day a little bit better, or grossed you out. I don't know. I don't know what we accomplished.
What made the cut.
I don't know what we accomplished today. So, but I love you. Thank you for hanging out, Tony.
Yeah.
So, folks, God bless.
No, I'm kidding. No, thank you very much. This was a lot of fun. It always is. We talked about a lot of stuff, had some fun, and 200. There will be an event posted. It'll be well in advance. We're gonna make a big deal out of it. So please, for the love of God, plan around it. We'll join you. You'll join us. It'll be a whole thing, and you become part of us. We become part of you. We will.
It's all very zen.
Yeah, it's a very zen. It's a mind melding of epic proportions. Yes.
Catch you on the flip side.
Love you. Bye.